What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the like, smash up the like, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. Family, let's talk about an uncivilized mutt. There he is. There he is. In all of his low-life splendor. We got a man who has been charged with murder after he killed his ex-wife and her new husband of only 1 week. No need to fear. Justice is here. The uncivilized mutt has been captured. I ain't got no problem with that. Here's the story, fam. We have a week after celebrating their new life together as husband and wife. A Florida pastor and his new bride were shot dead outside their home on Saturday by the woman's ex-boyfriend, ex-husband. According to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, the murder of the couple, identified by family members as Carlande and Marceline Racine, occurred in West Palm Beach at approximately 8:36 a.m. on Saturday. The bodies were found on the sidewalk outside their home, where authorities pronounced them dead, according to police. The woman's ex-husband, who has been identified as uncivilized mutt number 1, 46-year-old Sonny Josephat of Palm Beach County. He has been arrested for the murders. During his first court appearance Sunday to answer the charges, he was ordered to remain in custody in the Palm Beach County Jail until his next court date at 10:30 a.m. on January 8, 2024. An arrest report cited that Josephat initially fled the scene after the alleged murders, but later turned himself in to local police. He admitted he had just killed the couple and their children had witnessed the act. Their children had witnessed the act. Marceline's sister, who asked not to be identified, said that since her 45-year-old sister got married on her birthday, December 2nd, she had never been as happy as she was. Court records show that Josephat and Marceline had only finalized their divorce, get this, family, on November 22. Detectives learned from those who knew the couple that even though Josephat had not lived at the home in more than a year, he randomly shows up from time to time and has a history of being controlling. One witness stated that the pastor and his new wife were outdoors on Saturday morning. He was installing exterior cameras while she was getting groceries from the car. The suspect reportedly drove up and parked his car across the street from the home, then walked south through the yard. He allegedly then greeted the couple, and after a few moments, Sonny pulled out a pistol and shot them. Marceline and Josephat's adult daughter reportedly called 911, stating that the father shot her mother and stepfather. Josephat told detectives that he was in a state of anger after learning that his ex-wife had remarried on her birthday, and she has been disrespecting him and blocking his calls. We're going to come back to that one, fam. He alleges that he had gone to the home to take his daughter to breakfast that morning, but he said anger took over him. Sonny said he knew what he had done was wrong and had never done anything like that before. Marceline's sister confirmed that her sister, who moved from Haiti 25 years ago, was a nurse practitioner, and her husband was a pastor. Josephat told police that since he learned of his ex-wife's marriage, he had not been able to sleep and was filled with anger. Why is a pastor entering into marriage with a divorced woman, some might say? Pastor, I didn't know a pastor couldn't enter into a divorce, enter into a marriage with a divorced woman. The suspect later told officials he became angry when he noticed a surveillance camera being installed outside the home. Josephat approached the couple and greeted them before he allegedly shot the couple with his gun. Per the NBC report, the suspect then called his pastor and confessed before going to the sheriff's office and surrendering himself to officials. The path of righteousness, the path of righteous man in beset. It goes, the path of righteous men is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. That's the great Samuel L. Jackson. I know y'all thought that was Job or something like that. That's Jackson. So the woman walked out of one marriage, and 10 days later, she entered into another. And what were her grounds for divorce? The story doesn't specify how long they were separated before she finally obtained a divorce. Could have been a number of years. Getting out from a controlling, violent person, and she just couldn't wait to get married, to get remarried. Seems to be a habit in America. If someone don't like the pastor, bump them off. But that's not just, I ain't gonna stick that with the pastor. I'm not gonna stay on the pastor with that. That could happen to anybody, and it has happened to a whole lot of people. What's the deal with these dudes who can't move on? He said he became angered because she was remarrying. When it's over, man. Let it go. It's over. I just don't know how some people can't think more highly of themselves to not further cause harm to themselves. That's really insult to injury. You're gonna allow yourself to be hurt. Let's say it ain't your fault. Somebody don't want to be with you. Let's just say it ain't your fault. I have a hard time believing it ain't his fault, but let's just say it ain't your fault. And the person don't want to be with you no more. You didn't invested in this person, whatever you gave, whatever you feel like you deserve, you gave, right? Perhaps you gave your money, perhaps you gave your time, you gave up your whole life, whatever you did, you feel like you've been betrayed. Person don't want to be with you no more. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out a way to justify throwing my life away for someone who's already discarded me, someone who's already thrown me away. She throws me away. Now I'm just gonna throw my whole life away. I still got life. She don't want to be with me no more. Fine. I've recovered a few breakups. I've recovered from a few breakups. I've broken some hearts. I've had my heart broken. And see, this is the thing that I don't understand about a lot of people too. They can step out on their spouse and get and the spouse, let's say, might forgive them or whatever, and don't kill them. But then when the shoe is on the other foot, somehow, some way, they cannot for the life of them ration that perhaps that person should receive the same grace. I don't get it. I do not get it. I don't get being hurt and then hurting yourself. But it happens all the time because a lot of times, you know, if people ain't hurting themselves and hurting other people, hurting themselves by hurting other people, you know, losing their life, killing themselves and all that kind of stuff, they oftentimes hurt themselves by self-medicating. They use drugs, you know, they overdrink, poisoning their organs, contaminating their blood with drugs and alcohol, trying to numb the pain. Now I get it, fam. Every now and then, you just got to have a drink, man. Just something, man. Let me get a drink. Let me think. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a drink. Let me think. Let me get through it. I got it, baby. I ain't finna go crazy. I ain't finna be no alcoholic or whatever. But let me just have this drink, man. Just get through the night, man. Just stop thinking about it. Move on. Because I'm going to tell you what happens is that life happens. And if you keep on moving, these problems, all problems in life become like objects in a rearview mirror. They get smaller and smaller the further you drive away from them. So I just can't see it. And I know dudes, I've seen dudes in jail. I've been in jail and heard dudes talk. Yeah, man, I whooped that ass. I whooped that whole ass. She cheated on me. She did this. Yeah. So let me get this straight. You're in jail because you whooped a hoe ass. So you're in jail behind a hoe, basically. You ain't in jail because you defended a woman's honor, a lady's honor. You're in jail behind a hoe. What does that make you? You got to be stupid. You don't feel stupid? You wouldn't feel stupid? I would feel very stupid. Because at the end of the day, I ain't going to be with her. She ain't going to be with me. I ain't going to get her no way. Man, that's the thing. Like, once somebody say they don't want to be with you, man, ain't nothing you can do. When a person get used to the idea of not being with you, that's it for me. I'm already, because ain't no loyalty there. Ain't going to be no commitment there. Ain't going to be no real trust there. So she ain't going to want to go out of her way to do anything for me. It's over. And I just have to accept that. Why can't others? Why? What? It's just hard for me to understand. This is why I do videos like this, fam. Anytime a simp goes off the rail, I'm gonna speak on it, and I'm gonna call a strike and a ball a ball. I'm gonna say exactly what it is. This is simp behavior. He can't tell me that he loved himself. He can't even tell me that he deserved a good woman. Obviously, if he had that in him to kill that woman and that dude, then he probably, I'm sure he was whooping on her before that. I'm sure he did a whole lot. I'm sure he didn't just snap and just start killing. I'm sure there was some threats and some beatings and stuff like that. These dudes tell on themselves all the time when they swing on these women and shoot these women, even the women the few women that do act like this. They tell on themselves all the time. This is further proof that the person made the right decision by leaving your ass. You might be able to scare some people for a while, but most people eventually, they just gonna get so tired of you, they just gonna take their chances. And if you do what you do, then you do what you do. But some people rather be dead than be with an uncivilized mutt for one additional minute. Going into the comments. What's up, Belinda? Appreciate you. Steph Bell, what it do? What it do? Miss Jazzy in the building. Miss Jazzy in the building. What's up, Chris Smith? Tyson's Taekwondo. Willetta White, what up? Landra. What's up, Landra? Maurice Wells. Who was that? Lovenor White. Ruth Robinson. What up? What's good, Alistair? Jason Hill. You're gonna go out and kill a woman and you still don't get her. How much sense does that make? You're gonna kill the woman, but you still don't get her. You beat her up, but you still don't get her. Some of these dudes use violence as a scare tactic to make a woman stay with them. I don't see how they do it, because I'm all man, but if I was a woman, I'd kill their ass the first chance I get. I would not play no games. So I don't see how these dudes just sleep in the same house with people that they put their hands on. I don't see how they do it. I wouldn't be comfortable. Oh man, I couldn't sleep. I know I put my hands on somebody, anybody, and they sleeping in the same house with me. Man, boy, if I fall asleep watching TV, I'm gonna fall asleep like that. They're gonna say, is he asleep? They're gonna be trying to check, is he asleep? I see your ass, but yeah, I see you. No, fam, I don't see how they do it. I know dudes that'll beat their old lady and go right to sleep and be snoring and everything, be out. I'm like, oh yeah? And be ding fries and shake all over the place. Man, the best thing you can do if somebody don't want to be with you is to go out and be great. Because if you are all that you think you are, that means that they're probably they're either a bad judgment of character, or y'all just don't work together. Because sometimes you can have good people who just don't get along together. They don't jive together. Don't mean you're a bad person. Don't mean she's a bad person. Don't mean he's a bad person. Don't mean she's a bad person. It just means that you got two good people who just don't work well together. They just don't get along for whatever reason. Sometimes it just don't work. Just like you can have two players who are Hall of Famers on the same team, and they can't get to the championship. They can't win a championship. But you can have one Hall of Famer and 4 guys who don't make the Hall of Fame, and they can win multiple championships because it's all about chemistry. Remember when the Lakers had Karl Malone? Was it Karl? They had, oh man, they had a lot of, they had the deck stacked. I think they had, let me look at this lineup the Lakers had. I'm going somewhere with this, fam. Karl Malone, Gary Payton. Let's see, that was the 2003 season. 2003 to 2004 season. They had Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kobe Bryant. Four Hall of Famers, and they couldn't get it done. They couldn't win it. And they had Derek Fisher on that team. But they had 4 bona fide Hall of Famers on that team and could not win the championship. This is what I mean, family, about chemistry. Chemistry means everything. And chemistry cannot be forced. You can't force chemistry. When I left the Ghetto Boys in 1992, after the 92, yeah, so somewhere around 92, I left the Ghetto Boys. And Big Mike stepped in. Now, Big Mike is a prolific rapper. Everybody know that. Shouts out to Big Mike. Big Mike dope. And they made some dope records, but it didn't have that same impact. The group didn't have the same influence and impact that it did when I was in the group. I'm not even saying I'm a better rapper than Big Mike. But when the Ghetto Boys, in the Ghetto Boys, that lineup, Ghetto Boys, Willie D, Scarface, Bushwick Bill, was magic. You can't just replace, any one of us. You wouldn't be able to just replace us and just keep on moving like nothing ever happened. You're going to mess up the chemistry. So we had a perfect combination. Somebody had a song, A Perfect Combination. Yeah, we had a perfect combination. You cannot force chemistry. Some of you right now are in relationships with people and y'all bump heads every day or almost every day. You're so used to bumping heads that you think you're supposed to bump heads. It ain't working. For whatever reason, you're sticking together. Maybe it's out of familiarity. Maybe it's because you are better financially together than you are apart. Perhaps you stand together for the kids. Perhaps there's, some threat of violence, whatever it is. When it's over, it's over. If it don't work, if it don't fit, don't force it. It's all about chemistry. This dude killed his ex-wife and her new husband because he was jealous. He was angry. You know how many angry men are in prison? How many men right now who were angry when they went to prison or when they actually committed the crime? They were angry. You know how many of those same men have had a change of heart now who sit there and say, man, if I could do it all over again. How about not doing it at all and save your, if I can do it all over again? You know, everybody got a if I can do it all over again, am I right? Everybody got a if I can do it all over again. How about just don't do it so you can save your if I can do it all over again for something that's more honorable. You know, something that you can, you know, that everybody can look at and say, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But you don't get no do-overs with murder. This man had killed 2 people because he was angry. Because a woman moved on. He would have rather the woman stay with him and be miserable. Listen to how this sounds, fam. He would have rather the woman stay with him and not really want to be with him than to move on with another guy. He ain't got to wish him well. Hell, for all he care, he could wish death on both of them, but he ain't got to get involved and throw his life away for it. The best thing you can do, man, when somebody don't want to be with you is to keep it moving. Keep on ascending to greatness. Because if you all of that, people are going to respect that. Hold on, family. Yeah. I'm doing a live, yeah. I'm doing a live. I'm doing a live. But I'll be out. How long you need? Okay, I'll be out in about 10 minutes. This is absolutely horrible, fam. This is a sucker way to go out. This is a straight up sucker way to go out. I ain't going out like that. I can tell you right there, fam. I'm not going out like that. Lanita Pittman, what up? Landra. Deja Vu, I see you. Tasha Robinson. And check this out, fam. This dude killed his wife in front of his daughter. He did it in front of his kids. He was going to pick up his daughter to go to breakfast. And he see the woman and the man installing security cameras, so he snapped. He see the ex-wife installing, see the ex-wife's husband installing security cameras. So he snaps. Now he's going to pick up the daughter for breakfast, which says that perhaps they still got at least a cordial relationship. You got access to your kids, sucker. That's all she really owe you. You still got access to your kids. You got access to your kids. That's what most men want. Now you take the kids away, then, you know, some dudes, they might flip out. But at the very least, a man wants access to his kids. So he got access to his kids. And then he turned around and killed the kid's mother in front of him. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you dudes out there that's kind of emotional, whatever, and thinking about putting your hands on them women or want to put your hands on the woman. Let me explain something to you. Children love their mothers, no matter what you might think of their mother. Children are going to love their mothers. So you putting your hands on their mother is not going to win you any points. You're not going to gain any points with your child putting your hands on their mother. That just lets you know that a lot of these dudes, they really don't love their children, because you don't hurt what you love. You just don't. A lot of these dudes have a very skewed viewpoint on what love is. And, you know, it's women too, a lot of women too. Very skewed viewpoint on what love is. They have no idea. You don't love, you don't hate what you love. Look, oftentimes we hurt the people that we're supposed to love. You don't hurt the people you love. If you understand what love is, you don't hurt the people you love, especially not intentionally. You don't hurt the people you love. We hurt the people that we should love. That's what we do. That's what we do. Hurt the people that we should love. This simp killed his children's mother. He is. Straight up simp. In front of his daughter. Now, if the daughter have any sense, she'll let his monkey ass rot in that prison and never go see him one day, cut off all communications with him and never speak to him again. I'm not that forgiving. I can forgive certain things, but certain things I cannot forgive. Certain things I'm not going to forgive. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, you forgive for yourself. Nothing. I ain't forgiving for nothing. And I'm good. My mind is healthy. My conscience is clear. I know how to compartmentalize my aggression, my anger, retribution, hate. That's right. I know some of y'all don't like that word hate, but you know, y'all hate some things too. Y'all just don't like to say it out loud. I ain't got no problem saying it out loud. There are some things I hate. There are some people that I hate. I ain't got no problem saying it out loud. In fact, one of those people I'm gonna do a video on in a few minutes. Let me see, about another hour or so. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna talk about him and his ancient mama friend. Can y'all guess who I'm talking about? Oh yeah, I'm going in. I'm going in. Judge Dreads. Agent E, what up? Linda, game changer. Anita Pittman. Jamal Smith. Never seen Jamal spelled that way, but I like it. Jamal Smith. Germal. Is that Jamal? Jamal or Gurmal? Gurmal. I'm going with Jamal. Gotta be Jamal. Miss Missy. What's up, Miss Missy? Tom Carter. Blast from the past. What up? Professor X. All right, fam, that's my time. Let me tell y'all something, family. At the end of the day, we don't own each other. And we're only husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend based on how the other person identifies us. Even if on paper we're husband and wife, a person don't have to act like a husband, a person don't have to act like a wife. It's more about what a person's commitment is. Action speaks louder than words, or even words on a paper. Action. We don't own each other. You can be in a relationship with a person and y'all can be making love like you never made love before. And the person can even tell you, I love you, love you, love you, love you back, love you, baby, love you. Get up, walk out that door, and never see you again in life. Never turn back. Ghost you. I mean, straight up ghost you. I remember this girl I was seeing way back in the day, man. I think I had just got my new apartment. I was 18, 19, something like that. 18, 19. I may have been 19. Yeah, I was like 19. And met this girl, and we just hit it right off, and we just started going fast with it. We was fast. And girl said she was going home to her mother's house one day and left and never came back. Like cut off all communications and everything. When I say we was going fast, we went fast, but it ended just as fast as it started and as it went. But I don't even remember her name, but I just remember how she made me feel. Yeah, man. But she was gone, just like that. And that was one of my early introductions of how somebody that you can be totally invested in, could just ghost you. So I understand how people can be. I understand that all of this is temporary anyway, even if it's great, even if your love life is great and the person loves you, you love them and everything's great, it's all temporary. It's all going to come to an end no matter what, by force or choice. It's coming to an end no matter what. So the way I approach relationships is I just enjoy the good times while they're happening. Like, I just enjoy the good times. Just enjoy it. I don't sit back and wait on it to end. And I'm not a pessimist. I don't sit around and be like, oh yeah, how much longer it's gonna last? I don't do all of that. I put what I can put into the relationship at the time. Put my best foot forward. And I don't hold anything back. I don't bring baggage, extra luggage from past relations. I don't do none of that. Start with a clean slate each time. And, if it ends, all good things must come to an end. So I don't trip on that because I understand that all good things must come to an end at some point by force or choice. So I don't flip out. When it does, I just kind of accept it and reset, hit the reset, boom, switch gears. You know, if I got to feel that space that I used to feel with that person, I'll feel it with something that I like doing, that I enjoy doing. Or maybe I use that time to catch up on visiting people that I haven't visited in a while, or speaking with somebody, or maybe I use that time to work on a project, you know, start a new business, you know. That's all you got to do. Fill the time in, fill up the space. You'll be all right. Suck it up, buttercup. It's doable. Until next time, fam. Y'all be careful out there. Appreciate y'all for joining the live. Make sure you hit that like button. Smash up the like, smash up the like, smash up the likes. No more talk.